we're back to another episode of What's in the Box, episode number 9. And today we got Kevin, my boy Enrique, and then again, another guest. At this point, it's like some like honor for you guys. Like, you're the second time back, bro. So
Am I the first person?
Yeah, you're the first person that come back.
I'm the first person that's been on here twice.
Yeah, so honestly, this one is dope.
They didn't want me to come back, though. I was like texting them, Alan, like for a whole week. Put me back on.
Hey, but he's here now.
I was bored.
So what you been up to, bro? Like, what have you done since the last podcast?
Last one, I think you had said Alan had mentioned like the snippets on my Instagram story or whatever, and you were like, when it was dropping, and I said never. Yeah, I was just playing.
Like of the songs you have.
Yeah, I only like previewed 2 on my Instagram or whatever, but since then like I've completed a project. I mean, it was done, but now I'm kind of like.
Did you do any edits to it? Like while you were completing it? It was just like it's done.
It's
been done.
It's done. Yeah, I was just like I was gonna hold off and all that, but the streets need me. the streets need me.
According to Kevin, that shit ain't that bad, man. That shit ain't that bad.
So I was like, I gotta give it to him. I gotta feed him. I can't be like Playboy Cardi out here.
So when was this album officially like you were like, alright, it's done, that's it, I'm gonna just wait to drop it?
When was that last year? July?
I believe so. Or like June, I think. It was either June or July.
Because I know last time you were on the podcast, you were hesitant to give dates and stuff.
Yeah.
And now it's like, it's official. What day is it?
September 9th.
September 9th. Everybody go cop that shit on the 9th. What's the album gonna be called?
Juiceman.
Juiceman. Alright.
Yeah.
Did you take that role? I've seen that on your Twitter, in the song, and you just capitalize on that shit. What is Juiceman, bro?
I have the juice. I mean, like walking around.
The same comparison as sauce and juice like that?
Nah, sauce is and all that. Sauce is like dressing and stuff. Juice is like, you seen the movie Juice, right?
Fuck, I feel it sounds familiar. It sounds like
a
old movie.
Man, you guys never seen Juice with Tupac?
Oh shit, maybe.
I think I scrolled by the channels and I've seen that shit.
Is it like a documentary?
I've seen snippets of it.
Like a documentary?
Nah,
it's a movie.
It's like
I've seen clips of
yelling at his wife and shit.
So it's basically But basically, Juice is like popularity. Like that's like what it is.
Alright, okay.
And I have that. Like I'm not just trying to sit here and tell the people like I sound like self-centered and all that.
Yeah.
Like no, the proof is in the pudding. It speaks for itself.
Yeah, no. Eventually, I mean,
feel that.
at the beginning of this whole journey, I'm pretty sure you had nothing, and then now you got to a point where you're like, I'm producing music. I'm actually doing something. Like,
yeah, like
What's
I have the juice.
Yeah, so you can own up to that shit. And say it
Yeah.
shit out loud. Like,
Yeah, it's easy. It's simple now.
was your transition to acquiring that juice hard? Would you say like you were like, oh shit, like people know who I am now, or like,
I mean, yeah, it's like a shocker, but it's like I knew it was gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the way it's happened is kind of like, wow, really? This is how it happened? Like, I didn't expect it to happen this way, but it's happened.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you guys have all heard the first project, right? Hoppability.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This sounds nothing like that.
Why?
Well, I mean, from the song, is it like the song you dropped, or is it completely different from the song you dropped?
All I gotta say is like,
from that song Running Back. What song was it?
oh, it sounds nothing like Running Back.
It sounds nothing like that.
Nothing like Running Back.
Alright. I'm hyped for that shit, bro. Like,
I mean,
see,
I had to throw the people off.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
I dropped Running Back. Actually, after I made it, I sent it to a few people. They're like, wow, this is great. This is your best song. I was like, yeah. I was like, I won't put it on the project. I'll just drop it.
would you say you got experimental with this new project, like finding a new sound for hop?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I remember you said you were coming out with some G funk, and I know G funk isn't really like isn't popping anymore. You know, like
there's something on there.
Yeah, I mean it's coming back with not the top rappers, not like that.
There's something like that on there, but there's also like you really feel me like you feel the pressure I'm applying.
So you put a lot into this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
would you say the first one was a little bit more like easier or fun, and this one you're taking it more like a job or something?
No. This one was probably more fun.
More fun? Oh,
yeah.
shit. Is that the difference between the albums?
Well, this one I'm kind of like talking shit.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Like on
shit.
some T Grizzly type shit.
Like,
When you did mention that album, the first podcast, you know, I hadn't really listened to T Grizzly. I listened to his album. It was pretty cool first listen, but over time, like you just start to hear a lot more bars and
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
So that
I
shit
mean,
definitely hit.
I'm just gonna say the first song's a diss song. So it's
Okay.
like, that's how I'm
Shit.
coming. Like,
Any names?
Yeah.
I don't name drop the person. I mean,
So,
Just-
so,
alright,
would,
after
so
that.
would you say you're starting to get more competitive now?
it was never a competition.
Really?
Yeah.
You never saw it like that at all?
Nah. Like I was just doing it for fun, and then everybody else tried to make it a competition.
Okay.
Alright.
But it's like
All so,
I'm daddy.
Oh,
Like
bad. Bad. I was like, all right then.
Like-
Nah, but
they need to ice up.
But would you say like, let's say you make the transition. Let's say like that moment comes for you. You know, where you take the choice and everything. Do you think you'll make the switch, or it still be at the same level you have it at now?
It's always gonna be a switch.
Yeah.
Always gotta be the next. Get there.
Mm-hmm.
Like do whatever I have. Like whatever I have to do. Whatever it takes.
And how'd you get into those like steps to getting like? Because I mean at least in each person's like journey, like you gotta take your own step. This person gonna do something different. Like what is that next step for you? Like what would you say like you're shooting for with this album? Talking shit, you know, you're about to drop something. I'm pretty sure you're working on something else. Like what is that next step for you?
So I had a plan for this whole year. You know, coronavirus.
Yeah.
So then I went back on the plan because obviously you can't do anything.
Yeah. Fuck Rona though.
But
For reals.
I was supposed to perform in Mexico, and I was like,
For the
I
people,
thought
that's
about it.
what-
I thought about it.
Didn't you shoot it up? Like wasn't that on your Instagram? Like you were gonna do it?
Yeah. But then the more I thought about it, I was kind of like, wait. I was like, this was originally planned for spring break. It's supposed to be a big crowd or whatever. And the promoter, when I asked him about it, he was kind of like, yeah, the crowd's gonna be big still. And I was like,
He didn't sound confident.
yeah. He was like,
weird shit.
yeah. And I was like, so if we go, I was like, everybody that goes with me, I was like, because I was just gonna perform for free.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, everybody that goes with me is gonna spend money too. I was like, we're just gonna need money. I
Yeah.
was like, why would we go?
Yeah.
Right.
So I was like, I came back to the drawing board and I was like, well, if I'm dropping Juiceman now, because I wasn't going to until next year, but I was like, streets need me. So I was like,
They
if
do
I'm
it while
dropping,
they're driving here.
yeah, I was like, if I'm dropping Juiceman now, I was like, why don't I just, because we talked about it last time, everybody out here like hates all that. I was like,
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck
I
all
was
that.
like,
everywhere.
I was like, let's change that.
Okay.
I talked to Grant. I talked to one of my other
Shout out
homies,
to
Jay,
Grant.
and I was like, look, if this is what we're gonna do, we're not going to Mexico, and we're gonna take over the valley.
Okay.
All right.
Oh shit, so you definitely changed your game plan a little
Change
bit
the
more.
game plan. So I was like, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go, probably start out, like, I don't know if you guys saw it. I'm pretty sure you saw it when I performed at the high school in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna do
I
stuff
saw
like
a couple of that,
again.
yeah.
Pop up type.
Yeah.
of
Yeah,
That shit is
Okay, I
we're
feel
gonna do
it.
stuff like that again. Like,
People
go to
do
like
that shit.
different cities out here,
Oh,
probably
shit.
like once a week or once every 2 weeks, and just go to a park or something.
Yeah.
Because like people are gonna get out the house. It's free. They got nothing
Mhm.
better to do.
That's true.
Yeah.
They'll-
People
they'll
love
show
Especially
up.
after Rona, bro.
Exactly.
As soon as this shit's done, people are gonna be itching to
Exactly.
go out.
So then people are just gonna be going.
All I'm saying
Works out.
is that once this Rona thing is done, the energy people are gonna have after this shit.
No,
For real,
like,
I feel like
I'm
this is gonna be the
scared.
best Christmas, the best everything, bro. Like,
Nah, bro, man, legit. Like, I'm
holiday
just like,
season?
fuck. Like, motherfuckers gonna come out with like all this built-up demon energy that they got inside. Like,
it'll be time to throw another party for sure.
Yeah.
exactly.
I mean, and it's cool to hear about that shit because, like, I've been hearing a lot more about at least like the rappers in the valley. You know, like trying to like create
And,
like some sort
yeah.
of energy in the valley. Like,
Not even just
Yeah.
rappers, bro. Like
Yeah.
all types
Like
of people.
everybody.
no, it kind of sucks. The first fucking time we had Young Hop in the building, we were very, very, very fresh in this whole podcast room, and then the space on the fucking camera. That shit depleted, and then again right now, you know, it is what it is. It happened. We fixed it, but now
I'm
we're
bad
back.
luck. I'm bad luck.
Yes. Yes.
Don't leave your bitch around me. I'm bad luck. Oh wait,
So-
it's a family show.
And, no, see, okay, that's where we don't know how to define this damn show, because it's not no family show. We talk about anything and everything.
Yeah.
It's a young,
And
it's
then-
a young adult show.
Yeah, it's a young adult
If
show.
you
You
wanna
know,
drink, you drink.
if you want to drink, we let people be themselves, but like, You know,
Drinks once.
I should've-
responsibly.
I should have brought the school bottle. I could have been here, ding, ding, the whole
Bro,
time.
there you go.
Crazy.
No, like on like, bro, this is such a free show. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is just do your thing. But anyways, fucking back to the hop in the mix in the building.
How's Club Hop going? How have the Instagram lives been going? lately?
Oh, well, so this is what happened with the other day when I did Club Hop again. I got annoyed
What?
Damn.
because, I mean, you saw Club Hop.
I've seen Club Hop. That
So
shit
it
get
was
popping.
like, yeah. So somebody had DM me and was like, bring it back, please, or whatever. And I was like,
Wait, hold. What is Club Hop for the viewers that don't know what Club Hop is?
it's like quarantine radio from Tory Lanez. But
Alright.
we don't like Tory Lanez anymore.
Yeah, you got
Yeah,
canceled.
you can't be shooting girls like that,
We
man.
protect
That's not easy, bro. Like, come on, man.
So,
Torrance is done.
but, so like, I had got a DM and the girl's like, bring back Club Hop, please. And I was like,
They want to say
I was like, yeah. I was like, whatever. And I tweeted like 50 likes. They didn't even get the 50 likes, but I was like, you know what? I'm for the people. So I was like, they had like
By the
40.
people, for the
Yeah, they had
people.
like 40, but I was like, I'm for the people. So I was like, I'll bring it back or whatever. And it was my cousin's birthday. So I was like, oh, it's perfect. My cousin's birthday. We had a little kickback. And I was like, for every girl that hops on, everybody here will take a shot.
All right.
I was like, it'll be
Oh,
perfect.
that's good.
Whatever.
Okay.
And there was only like 10 people on the live.
Okay.
In the first 15 minutes, I was like, yeah, that's not good enough, and just ended it. I was like, we're just gonna start drinking. Because, like, you know, you were on Club Hop, it was like 100 people in the
Yeah.
first 5 minutes. Like, it was
Yeah.
going crazy. So, it was like, the numbers weren't there. I was like, yeah, Club Hop, over with. But next party, there might be a twerk contest.
Yeah. I mean,
Hey, no, that first party had a stripper pole in it.
Yeah.
That.
Now we're gonna have a twerk
Hey,
contest.
so all
Something.
I'm gonna say is like
Wet t-shirt. Oh.
the delivery's gonna be there. The delivery's gonna be there.
Something.
Yeah, no, fuck last party. Yeah, we already talked about the last party. Last party had a stripper pole, and if you don't have a wet t-shirt console or something, you should definitely perform, bro. Have a whole stage, have a whole
I might
party
have to,
going.
I might have to perform. I don't know yet. I mean,
Apart from the Rosarito one, when is your next performance that you want to do? Because you know you said you're doing a little pop-ups in here.
Yeah.
Like, do you have settings for that? Like, are you gonna do them in like alleyways, some like
no, I'm
street,
thinking
some street shit?
alleyways. Nah.
You know, like
I'm
the
thinking-
setting. You know,
I'm thinking like parks or something.
Okay.
all right.
Because it's like
It's
public access. They can't say shit.
Okay.
It's like
Alright.
whatever. What are we gonna do? Get a fucking ticket for more than 12 people or whatever? Whatever. I'll pay. It's nothing. I'm for the people.
How much are the tickets now for that whole Corona? Because
I don't.
is there
I think
like a
like
special type of
114.
ticket?
Yeah, I think they're like $100.
Oh,
It's not
It's
bad.
whatever. I'm for the people.
That's like a permit, right?
Yeah.
True.
That's-
That's pocket
Like,
change.
instead of
That's pocket change, bro.
instead of paying for the permit, you pay for the ticket.
That's the best.
That shit's cheaper.
Hey, no, but it's a permit at the end of the day.
Okay.
I mean, I know the people like it. Like they'll pull up.
Yeah, well, I mean, what was it? How many people pulled up just from the high school on? And you have a little crowd going on.
And that wasn't even like planned out. That was like spur of the moment.
Mm.
Like I tweeted it at like their lunchtime and was like, I'll be there at the park.
So how do you go about promoting yourself? Like, because like, do you have a team that does that for you? Do you do that
Hell
for
nah.
you? Do you think about that? Like, how does that go
I
about?
wish I had a team, man. So like, Juiceman drops, right?
Okay.
I have the link with all the other links on it, the master link, the link tree, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
That's the Apple Music, Spotify, everything.
Oh, is that the one you click on the link and it's just?
Yeah.
I got you.
That's cool.
So I have that. I copy it. I write a little heartfelt message. Thank you for your support. You know, put a blue heart, purple heart. I don't know, whatever I feel like that day. And then I send it to one person, and I copy it. I send it to the next. So I'm like, all right, it works, whatever. So then I go Twitter. I'll click followers, and I'll send it to every single person on my followers. It literally takes like 2 days. Like I'll do a whole day for Twitter and then a whole day for Instagram. And then like Snapchat, I just send it all like right there when it drops. But it's like,
That's a lot of respect because I think that's a lot of footwork. You get me? Like,
That's hella forward, bro.
Yeah.
2
It-
days of just
man.
boom, da-dum, da-dum.
Like when I dropped running back, oh my god. I dropped it. Like it dropped at like midnight Eastern time or whatever. So that's like 9 o'clock here, from like 9 o'clock till like 1 in the morning.
This time, like
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just sending DMs. And like my phone was like starting to freeze from like people replying and stuff like that. Cause I was like, fuck. So like it was struggling, and then I was like, all right, I'm just done for the night. And like I woke up at like, I don't even know. I think I woke up early. I woke up at like 8 the next day and just went back at it. And then I finally finished at like 3 in the afternoon.
Damn, that's a shitload of DMs.
Nah, yeah, it was terrible. Like.
Nah, I mean, at the end of the day, that's what you gotta do as an artist, right?
No, because I actually stole that from Mike Sherm. He used to do that. Like the homie that I go to college with, he told me, he was like, he actually showed me. Like when Mike Sherm was starting out, he used to DM him like that all the time. Yeah.
Dang.
So like he has DMs from Mike Sherm like, please listen to my music and share it, blah blah blah.
But you definitely gotta be a certain level to be doing that, because some of these people that just send you their music, sometimes you're like, damn, like it ain't the best. So you definitely have to be confident enough in yourself to be sharing that shit with everybody.
Because then you have the people that are just be like, no, and then like block you and follow you. Yeah. Like before,
we don't follow people like that. Fuck that. Fuck you. If you're watching, if you're watching and you're that type of person, fuck you.
But like after Hapavelli, I think it was because like in the message I put like first debut studio album. Everybody's like, ooh, studio. Yeah. I could have said that for anything.
Hey, no, on some real shit, I will say this right now. Words are motherfucking powerful. The way you put shit together and put it out into the world, people take it some type of way. So just putting a fucking studio in that shit, you're like, oh, like,
that's why
I was in the studio.
That's why
like,
when I said,
shit. Like, oh, motherfuckers, go listen to this motherfucking music. Like,
when I said on Juiceman, I said it on the first song, Who Am I? I said, I'm hotter than the spoon on the nightstand of Demi. And I mean it. Don't fucking twist it.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, that's the first song. You gotta listen to the other 11, and then you'll be like, yeah, he meant it.
Hell yeah. How does the song choices work? Because I know some artists be dropping like Chris Brown. He'll drop like 40 songs in a fucking album.
Bro.
I never.
But this is the thing. Chris Brown's been making music forever. So it's like a lot of these songs that he probably dropped on that project were made like 4 years ago.
I feel that.
So it's like he's like, fuck it.
Do you have any like just for yourself that you fuck with, but you don't think?
Yeah, I got a Fuck the Police song.
Damn. How does that one work? Do you get in trouble for that? Like the fucking Boys in the Hood or anything?
I'm not big enough for that to get in trouble, but I mean, like, it's sitting on my computer.
I feel that. Alright. How about like some of the motivations behind the music? Because most rappers or just artists in general, they have like something that motivates them to go with that craft. What would you say that is for you?
I mean, the first project was kind of like to show people, like, I'm here. Like, that's why I said, like, in the message, like, oh, debut studio album. And everybody was like, yeah, I'll finally support him. Like, like fuck, like, what? 2 years later.
So you gotta have a studio to that shit.
Yeah. So that's like Juiceman. So that's like, okay, now I got a chip on my shoulder. Like, fuck everybody from before that was like, oh, I'm not going to listen to this debut studio album. And now they're like, oh, okay.
Do you feel like they didn't take you as serious the first album?
No, they did.
They did?
They did, but
you want them to take you to that next level?
Yeah,
next one, like,
I want them to, like, feel it.
Because there's definitely that stigma, like, with the Valley artists. Like, they'll call you, like, a Valley artist. I'm sure it's not just here, it's everywhere.
Nah, it's...
And then eventually you get that little breakthrough.
But it's like the SoundCloud rapper thing. Yeah. But, I mean, now it's kind of like, if you're still on SoundCloud, like, strictly SoundCloud, you're not going to make it. I mean, you're not.
Yeah.
You gotta be smarter than that.
When did that whole SoundCloud like
die?
Not die, but I guess like when did it start taking off? Because I remember middle school was like big.
DJ Bland was on that shit.
SoundCloud took off. SoundCloud's peak was like 2016. Like Lil Yachty, Lil Uzi.
The best summer of all time. I feel like SoundCloud.
Trippy, right? Like, that was like SoundCloud's peak. Yeah. And then everybody was kind of like, well, these people could be rappers. I could be a rapper. And this, that, and the other, and then everybody hopped on it, and it's nosedive, fast as hell.
No, on some real shit, fucking SoundCloud nosedive when they started charging you too. Like they started seeing way more people on there, and they try to monetize it, and I feel it. But at the end of it, like SoundCloud's why it was just for people to upload their music.
Yeah, and then you had like if you had the free version, you'd have like an ad every 2 songs. So it's kind of
it's like why. Like, I feel like monetize, make your money and stuff, but don't forget why you
started SoundCloud. Even if you're like an artist, you have to pay like the $10 a month just to get paid. So like I was doing that I did it for a whole year.
Right.
and it was like the amount you get paid per play is way less than any other streaming platform, which is crazy.
How much is it?
Damn, I
On
didn't know that.
SoundCloud?
It's
I didn't know
like
that.
Well, from when you were on it, well, how much was it?
it's less than a penny. I mean, every streaming platform's less than a
fuck.
penny.
Yeah, it's like half
sure,
half.
for
a
sure.
penny.
But like,
Like
yeah, but it was
Oh,
like,
half, half,
shit.
half.
See, I don't know about
but like
that. I don't know.
SoundCloud is like half of what Spotify is.
yeah.
So it's
Okay.
like you would think, cause I'm pretty sure SoundCloud has like top 3 users.
Mhm.
Nowhere near, you weren't getting paid enough. Like I was losing money, so I was like, what am I doing?
Right.
So I was kind of like, I'm done with SoundCloud.
So, now this is a good question, like, cause I didn't even know it was half an penny. Would you say like, let's say you got a deal and they would charge you that shit like for streams? Would you make your own platform, make your own website, and stream your own shit?
Nah, so there's actually this thing that people don't know about
Mhm.
unless you're like in music and stuff. It's actually a website called Bandcamp where you could
Bandcamp?
upload. Yeah, you upload like all your songs, and then like you could name your own price, or you could just like leave it whatever, and then like you tell your fans. Like if I was truly an asshole, I would just put all my music on there. You couldn't find it anywhere else, and then my fans would go, and I could like make it free, and be like, or like name your own price, but you'd have to like you'd have to pay to download it no matter what.
Gotcha.
Right.
Okay.
Like truthfully, if like we're in the what is it called, the streaming age or whatever, so you have like all this money, like who is it, like Post Malone, he's like the biggest Spotify artist,
Mhm.
whatever, like hundreds of billions of streams or something like that a year. He's making stupid money, like crazy money
Off of just streams.
off of just streams,
Damn.
because it doesn't matter that they're half a penny.
Yeah.
He's getting a shit ton.
Yeah.
But then you have,
playing
like-
and replaying and all that shit. So it's like,
Yeah, so
I
then
feel
it's
that.
like, and you only have to listen like the first 30 seconds.
oh,
to get
word,
paid,
to get.
yeah.
Oh,
So it's, but it's like, if I were to have like, let's say I was making music early 2000s, like when 50 Cent was coming up or whatever,
Oh, many men.
and and I'm still like the same, like as big as I am right now, I would make more money then.
Back in the day?
Yes, because
Yeah.
people would have to buy the album.
Gotcha.
I would probably
Yeah, back then people were.
Yeah, back then people
Even
had to go
before
to the
no one
store.
was a fucking
Exactly.
sound
And I
alike.
would probably
Yeah.
be bigger too, because I would be like, let's say
Is that what?
you buy the album.
Yep.
But you two didn't.
Mhm.
And then you said, oh, you guys got to listen to it. They can't just go on their phone and be like,
Listen to
oh,
that shit.
download it and listen
Because
to
that's
it.
$10 rather than like a few cents. If fucking
Exactly.
everybody streams that shit nowadays.
So
Yeah,
then
and,
you have to
and
buy-
also
so that's
you get the
another
whole
tip.
damn
Another
album.
tip.
Like you get the whole,
Exactly.
whatever, how many fucking 40 songs that Chris Brown dropped. You get
Exactly.
the whole
So it's like
40.
whatever. So you said,
And-
I have a song in there. It's called Run It Up. It was one of those from Instagram. So it's like, oh, you have to listen to the song, Run It Up or whatever. They can't just buy the one song
Yeah.
for like $1. They have to buy the whole thing for 10.
And then let's say you lose it or it breaks. And you
You have
wanna
to buy
rebuy it,
another one.
but
That's the other thing.
Let's say you want to gift someone like a
Mhm.
fucking album. Like you can't just gift them a
Damn,
song.
man.
Like, you have to buy them the album.
And
It's-
like, let's say
Streams.
let's say the album sells out and you didn't get a copy. You gotta wait for it to come out again.
That's just on a resale market.
Exactly. So either way, like I could be like, oh, you want it? Okay, then re-release it, make it $20. People would pay for it.
Gotcha.
I mean,
Damn, music.
See, I didn't know that about.
See, music,
I never
music
saw
and
that.
Music's
money, bro.
wild.
That shit's wild. See, I didn't know that jump was that extreme. I mean, I know that. I mean, I knew that CDs and everything kind of like, disappeared in a way. I mean, they still exist and they're still around, but like, people don't go out to record stores and
No, I
go
wouldn't.
buy CDs and vinyls and all that shit no more.
if I had it my way, I would just sell CDs like that.
No, I prefer the physical copies. Like
Fuck
to,
yeah.
to anything. Whenever I want to buy an album, a series or anything, I don't buy the internet version. I always buy the fucking physical copies. Yeah, because it's like, yeah, the internet's there forever. It's gonna be there forever. And it's gonna be in your possession. But it's like, no, it's like you should break. Like,
Yeah.
you just have the physical of it, and I just prefer
You
physical.
gonna
That's
open
it.
it?
But I mean, like, sharing wise, like, it's probably easier now to share stuff. Like, oh, here, I could just send you the link. Like, here, listen to this song. But I mean, for developing a fan base and everything, I truthfully think, like, the old days, the CD method, so much better.
Mhm.
Like, I would be out there fucking in front of Stater Brothers down the street. Fucking out there, buy my CD. Like the fucking old days when people be like, oh,
Yeah.
buy my mixtape. half the time they were ass. I bought a mixtape in Vegas once. Just
I bought one at the mall. That shit was trash.
yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
Kevin, you were with me. They asked for donations, and I only had
Yeah.
a 20, and I felt bad and shit. So I didn't know.
Hey,
I gave him like 10.
Yeah, they say there's like no price, just donation. I'm just trying to get hurt or whatever. Pop in. It's
Yeah.
ass.
How old were we? You remember the story? How old were
What's
we?
the story?
We were like 15, right? We were
I
like
don't know
15.
yet.
We went
What's
to
the
LA.
story?
The first show we went to LA. The first show we went to LA. And I'll explain why it relates to this. No, it wasn't Brown's Women. I think it was Caked Up.
Caked Up. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
We were like 15 at the time. We went to LA. We were fucking kids. We were exploring LA and shit. And we were going to a show. And there's people selling CDs.
Uh-huh.
I'll break it. We got hustled, like straight up. We got hustled.
Did
Like,
we?
it was bad. It was me, Brandon, and Enrique. But Enrique was kind of chilling in the back, and Brandon was there. We were there chilling, and like they come up to us and they're like, oh, it was like all CD, and I was like, oh no, like I'm good, like I don't want to steal CD, like. But Brandon was more on the nice side. He was like, oh, what is it? And I was like, fuck. So I'm there chilling. If I remember the story correctly, we were both there engaging, and they started asking to know where we were from and shit like that. And motherfuckers started saying they're from Coachella and shit, and I'm just like, I know damn well these motherfuckers haven't been at Coachella, bro. I was like, I know damn well. And then they started asking for donations, bro. They were about to make a match at 20, and then I was like, motherfucker, this is the donation. Like,
Yeah,
you
we're
$5. What the fuck is this? And like, I pulled out like, I think I had a loose 5 in the pocket. I knew that much, and I was just like, here, like, there. I know damn well they're gonna fucking not gonna leave us until something. But whatever. I was like, here you go, $5. And then they asked Brandon to match it, and I was like, no, don't do it, Brandon. I was like, don't do it. Exactly. No, like the thing is they come at you fast. Like motherfuckers be coming at you fast. They'll be like, oh, donation, like, oh, matches, like, oh, someone else matches 20. Can you match 20? And it's like,
and then you get caught up in it. It's like the street performers.
you feel pressured to do it.
Yeah.
Even if it is a donation, even if you do have an option.
That's not like human guilt, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And then they're like, oh, half of this goes to the children.
Yeah, and then also we were 15, and at the time, like they really caught us like fucking like so fucking quick, bro. I was just like, I was shook. And after that, Brandon was like, what the fuck just happened? He was like, what the fuck just happened? I was like, motherfuckers asking for a donation. Why the fuck you giving $5? I was like, bro, it's okay. And then we listened to that shit. It had one good song. One. Out of everything, they just gave you a blank CD.
One, no.
That's what I was thinking. Like, you never know.
Nah, bro.
That's what I thought when you said you got like hustle.
No.
Like, that's what I thought he was going.
No, it was just one good song. Like it was a full match CD, but no, it was just they're making a living. They're making a living. Like it is what it is. Survival.
Yeah.
I was 15. I got hustled. Now I know. And if people come at you trying to sell their mixtape and trying to match that shit, don't do it.
Don't do it.
And if they're trying to tell you to, like, that what's that one game where you're betting and like it's like oh he just won and he just won, like you can win too, and then they try to get you too. I saw it on Twitter.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's like some stuff at the fair.
Yeah, I forget what happened.
Where you hang on the fucking pull-up bar? Remember that, Kevin?
Oh yeah, you get $100.
Yeah.
Hey, but that's just cool. Like, that shit's
I feel like you can do it though. I feel like you can do it.
I swear I could have done that
I've seen
shit.
2 people do it. I've seen 2 people.
I
do
saw
it.
there's shit on Facebook. There's like 50-year-old Mexican in like Mexico, bro, straight up with boots and shit. He held onto that bitch for the longest. So like the straight.
Hey, no, but tell him why he didn't flinch.
Yeah,
He did it.
Wait, what's the whole thing though?
Oh yeah, it's like a pull-up bar, and motherfucker, like you pay, I think it's $10, and if you stay on it for a minute, my hand's still up like I'm asking a question, my bad. But if you stay on that thing, you get $100, right?
You get $100.
It's just a
It's like a
pull-up bar.
challenge.
Yeah, you just
gotta hang.
You just gotta hang on that shit for like a certain amount of time.
To the pull-up bar that it's like.
Yeah, it
your wrist
spins.
like this, so it's
it
hard.
spins. Like it's a spinning
That's
pull-up
like-
bar,
and
so
we
you
saw
can't really
some
like hold yourself
buff-ass
like
dudes.
this.
Yeah,
Then use that. It's just straight hang.
I was like,
We saw
Yeah,
some
that's-
swole ass dude at the street fair trying to do that, and he didn't laugh. So when I saw that Mexican
He didn't
on
laugh.
Facebook, like you lost scrawny and shit. Like, fuck it, bitch,
No, but this one was jacked too. Like,
Hey, now you gotta keep it. Yeah, I couldn't hang. Honestly, I was for real shit. I don't think I can hang for a fucking minute straight. I'd be like, all right, you gotta.
people getting hustled.
So how do you make most of your money? Is it streams, parties, merch?
Merch.
Hey, hold up. Before we go into the merch, his shirt has literally got me so many fucking compliments for no fucking reason. Like, I'll be walking here and everybody's like, where'd you get that shirt?
Did I?
Yeah, no, deadass. Like, he doesn't even know about this shit, but like, I went out to a fucking, I got a gig in LA as an actor. And I brought that shirt because they told me, you know, bring a white shirt, a black shirt, and I had to look fucking street. So I brought that shirt because I was like, you know, it has a fucking,
Yeah,
like it looks simple, but it looks cool if I can fucking match it with something. I brought it, and the fucking director on that shit was like, oh damn, what's that shirt? And then I was like, oh, it's a shirt, it's my friend's shirt, this and that. You know, I tried to boost you in there. He was like, oh, we might wear that one. So I was like, fuck, if I can wear that, get a little snippet in the video because I think I got like 10 seconds or something in that fucking music video. Like honestly, like I'm grateful for 10 seconds, but it was only 10 seconds. But like if I would have got 10 seconds on that shit, exactly, like, bro. But they made me wear a black shirt. That's kind of whack. But no, like honestly, it like.
Nah,
we'll put up a picture right here of the shirt because that shit's hot.
Yeah, the merch is where I make the most money because like this year alone I made what like $2,000 off of merch, just merch alone. And it's like
that's solid story.
I didn't even not like the whole year, like 6 months really. But still,
Right.
I was like wow.
Yeah, like
And I actually had like I actually pitched myself to a record label or whatever because they were like. I actually wanted them to distribute Juiceman, but they were hoeing, like they were on some weird stuff. So I was kind of like,
Always hoeing.
Yeah, like when like it came to it, I was kind of like, I was like, do I really want to do this? I was like, nah. I was like, let me pull out.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, the dude was a little fishy, so I was like, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
But like, it would have been a nice little advance or whatnot.
How do you go about that? Like reaching out to labels? Because I know there's a lot of watchers listening that are probably trying to be rappers. Or aspiring rappers, like how do you reach
Just
out? Because I know you can't be annoying. I know that there's ways for you to annoy people and they're like, fuck you. But I also know there's ways where they're like, you know what? I'm gonna see if this guy has it.
Truthfully, you have to know how to just write a business email.
Oh shit.
Like it can't be like something like a personal email.
The professional aspect.
Yeah, you have to be like professional. Like if somebody like if there was an artist or whatever and he DMs me like, let's make a song, it's staying in the requests. Like there's a place on my Instagram where
you gotta see they're serious
for a reason. Yeah. Or like if it's like, oh like I'm a fan or whatever, blah blah blah, I want to work with you or whatever, and I'll check them out. I'll be like, yeah, okay. But if it's like there's like a level of like professionalism. Like people think that like, oh rappers, oh you just party this, that, and the other, blah blah blah. No, like it's a job. That's what people don't realize. Mm-hmm. Like you have to treat it like a job. Like the majority of the project Juiceman, I recorded between 9 in the morning and noon. Because like the studio I went to in LA, they were like
3 hours? Between 3 hours to record?
Yeah. They were like between it was like we open at 9, we close at 7. And I was like, well the engineer I wanted, my friend, he was like, I'm there at 9. So all right, I'm there at 9. So I was like, gotta get it done. Woke up, drove out to LA, was there, recorded at 9.
Yeah. And I feel like because nobody wants to be up at 9. Like,
no, yeah, like people
record.
Well, yeah, because then you go on, like you look on Instagram, like whatever, like you follow like YG or somebody on Instagram, and it's like, oh, he's in the studio like 3 in the morning. Most rappers don't do that, truthfully. Like I watched a No Jumper interview. I don't even watch those anymore, but it was OGZ from Shoreline. And he was saying that he doesn't even go to the studio. He'll go once every 3 months. And he'll just go for like 10 hours, record everything he's written, and just be done for 3 months.
I feel that.
Yeah, every rapper's a little different in the studio.
It's just everybody has their own way of doing the craft.
Everybody is different.
Yeah.
Like me personally, I'm fine with going to 9 in the morning. It's a job. I get paid to do it.
I feel that for sure.
Okay. Yeah. I've seen it a lot because ever since Box 760 did start, a lot of people did not a lot of people, it's been like 2 that did hit us up, and one was just like a whatever type of thing. It was like, oh hey, like we'll follow your thing, let's work together, and I was like, okay. Yeah. What are you trying to add? What are you trying to add? Like what value are you trying to add to Box 760?
What do you bring?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then they had this other guy. I'm probably gonna butcher your name, and I'm so sorry I'm gonna butcher your name. On Instagram it's like Amadeus, something like that. He reached out to me. It was legit, like a whole message, like, hey, you know, I've been following you guys. You know, I really fuck with what you got. You know, I'm a rapper. This and this. He kind of basically listed what the fuck, you know, he can do for us, and it's like, and I really fuck with y'all straight. You know, let us know if we can work together in the future. And it was,
but he carried himself and
exactly.
Himself
It's the way you carry yourself and the way you present yourself to people that like makes them want to fuck with you and like work with you in the future.
Like
you're just not gonna get a reply if you're just like, let's collaborate, and you're waiting for me to give you ideas so you can vulture off my shit. Fuck you.
Or like there's people that'll like they'll reach out and they'll be like, yeah, let's work or whatever. You pay me, and you're like,
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't even ask for this.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't even know you. Who are you?
The way I can relate to this is like sliding in some DMs, dog. Like you don't just start off with like, hey, like you won't get a reply, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta say something crazy.
No,
Like,
I feel that.
like you gotta swipe on the story or something, or like
How you do that then? How you get someone's attention through DMs?
I'm like, yo, what's up, queen?
Alright. That does it work?
I'm like, you try it, bro. Like,
No,
does it
work?
I want a percentage, like.
Yeah, 50-50, 75-50.
Like
I
what's
can't
up,
say,
like-
dog. Like, honestly,
So do you swipe up on selfies?
honestly,
Like if you're scrolling through Snap and there's like a girl and she posted a selfie, are you swiping up on that?
I'll be like, yeah, you look good. Like,
That's where you're fumbling.
Yup.
yeah.
You're not supposed to swipe up on the selfie. You're supposed to wait till they post something else, like the dog or
Bro, and
something.
even if they do swipe up on the selfie, you reply to like, so if they're listening to music, oh, what song is that?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, it's
I
over!
feel that.
Bro.
Okay? But it's like
It
they
definitely
want you to
depends.
swipe up on the selfie.
Yeah, they
It's
want
like-
you, but they
that's
don't
the-
want you to.
Yeah, but that's the
I
thing.
think
Like,
that shit,
if you
yeah.
swipe up on the selfie, you got to think 5 others are doing that. So if you guys are all saying you look beautiful, there's no. Everybody
no,
says
the thing
it.
is, okay,
You gotta be
I don't
the
give
one
a
that cares
fuck.
about what the
Wait,
fuck she's doing.
See,
that day.
I don't care. When girls got it like that, they know they got it like that. So to my dudes, you gotta do way more than that shit, bro. Like you just know the fucking option.
Or
And if you
you're
got
in-
shit like that,
If you're in the close friends on Instagram,
Oh, it's over.
always swipe up.
yeah,
It's a green light, no matter what. And if you're on
Literally,
the,
Hey, no.
like-
Hey, what's the real shit?
but if
Tell
you're in
me.
the close friends on the Finsta, just send the number straight away.
Yeah, you know,
Hey, no, on some real shit. Like sometimes I be like, why the fuck am I on your close friends list? Like I don't even fucking know you
I
like
don't
that.
even know you.
And then it just happens, and I'm just like, oh, okay. I'm like, all right
Oh,
then.
okay. Nice.
So if you got a girlfriend? I know that shit was random, but
You're like, you want some peace?
Hey, no, you say what's up. I got one thing I know.
I'm
What is
taking
it?
it. I'm
You
taking
take it?
it. Nah. I'm off the market.
so how does that work like for rappers? Cause what was it, Moneybag Yo? I know a lot of rappers use other people as clout. And vice versa. Like
Yeah.
they try to clout each other up. So for you, you're just gonna keep it 100 the whole time, like just a regular relationship.
Yeah, I mean, I keep it. I mean, that's like my personal life. I keep the business and personal
Oh
separate.
yeah, all right.
I mean, I think I do a good job at it.
How have you learned to handle that? Because I know a lot of people they mix that shit together.
I ignore her when she complains.
Okay. You know, without giving too much and respectfully doing this, what is like a complaint? You know, I guess to get a little insight on what's actually going on, how you can handle it, because
like,
right.
why she like your tweet this, that, and the other. And I'm like, she's a fan. Like,
I feel that.
No,
Yeah.
I feel that.
like that's the thing. Like, there's a like, why don't you post me? Like something like that. I'm like, my accounts are like, it's my business. Like, it's
It's
not
the
like,
image.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
image. Like, you gotta
That's
upkeep the
personal.
image.
Yeah.
Like, I was reading something too. Like, they used to tell rappers back in the day, like, oh, if you have a wife, like when you go out in public, you can't wear the ring. Like, you have to upkeep the image of like being single.
Okay.
But it's like, I'm not like out here like, ooh, like I'm single, like.
Yeah, like you're not
You're
tweeting.
not-
your
yeah, you're not
feelings.
reaching- you're not reaching, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not out
Okay.
here like, oh, let's link this, that, the other. Like,
Yeah.
it's like,
It's
Come
like
on,
that's your
that's-
shit.
you know that dude from the IE?
Huh? Really?
Yeah, he's
Really?
from like San Bernardino. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, most people don't know that.
Damn. Hey, shout out, man. That song go hard.
Nah, it's like there's a line, obviously, between business and personal life.
Yeah.
So it's like I like to keep my business, my personal.
Personal.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel that shit.
Because I know a lot of people's relationships have fallen through that because of that.
No, yeah,
like
because
that, like not even just
Yeah.
relationships, like relationships with friends, family, and all that shit. Like, motherfuckers just, I guess, in a way, it's like they can't see through what you're doing because like in your own perspective, like you're doing what you gotta do to eat, and you can do what you gotta do to do you
they don't-
basically.
They don't.
You know?
Yeah, like some people, they're not built for it.
Exactly.
That's the thing. They're not built for it. They never like had that. It never occurred to them like you could have a business life and a personal life.
Right.
Like it's like, you know my government name,
Yep.
but it's like nobody else does.
Mhm.
Outside of here, it's like I'm hop.
I feel
Yeah.
it.
But
That's
like
hot.
when we're talking, it's you calling about my
Yeah.
government. Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like it's like the people that like meet me in college or whatever, they just don't use hop. Right? Like it's like if I order takeout food, they get hop.
Mhm.
Like it's like then they're like, oh, that's him. It adds like a sense of mystery too.
Yeah.
I feel that.
So,
Oh shit.
That's
tight. I
no, so
feel
it's,
that.
it's like a whole thing. So it's like, does he have a girl? Does he not? It's like you could
It's like,
if people actually like dig in and like pay attention, they could figure it out.
Right.
But it's like they're not.
I feel that.
And it's like, oh, he looks at me. Nah, I'm not.
I'm not. Fuck off. Fuck off.
Just because they're running back doesn't mean I reply.
Yeah. We don't always give it to the running back. We can throw
Hey,
it to
running back, the new single out now. Check that shit out. Hey, but for real though, that shit was bumping. You know, I ain't gonna lie to you. At first, when I first turned it on, it surprised me a little bit. But as it got through the song, I felt like that little like, almost like an R&B little like sound in the back that was definitely keeping the song together. And I felt that shit in Lifestyle by Young Thug.
Yeah.
Like that little fucking R&B sound. I didn't appreciate that back then.
Yeah,
But
when
now
Young
listening
when
to
Young
that
Thug came
shit,
out, we didn't appreciate Young
I'm
Thug.
like,
for what
God
it was.
damn, the sounds this guy's adding
But
to
it's
like
like,
put that shit
um,
together.
My girl hated that song.
Yeah.
I don't blame her. But I mean,
No, I feel it. I feel it. No, I feel that. Like seeing it from a different point of view.
Yeah,
like,
from like a
I feel
relationship
that.
point of
Yeah,
view.
no, I feel that. Yeah.
but I'm like, man, I just heard WAP. Like, I gotta write something.
Hey, WAP, go hard.
WAP
That-
easily.
That shit.
Like,
Hey, that bass
Man.
and them hoes in the house, that fucking loop, hard as shit.
Nah, but I was like, I heard that. I was like, man, I gotta make something a little nasty, yo. But then it was like, even at that, I still didn't like. Oh, my dad said I could have made it nastier. I was like,
Really?
Yeah. He was like, you could
Holy
do better.
shit.
I was like, I got kids that listen to me. I was like, I gotta think about like my audience. I was like, I can't be out here exposing these kids.
Yeah. Okay. What's that barrier for you? Like, what's that line? Because it's like, yeah, your music is this, but I know you're saying like, you got kids listening to you. So what is that line for you?
I feel like Cardi B didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, because like for WAP and everything,
But it's
they're just
different.
like,
she can do that. I
Okay,
can't
alright,
do that. But it's like,
what
I
stops
would
you from
say,
doing
like,
that?
what stops me from doing
Yeah.
that?
Is it like your own?
No.
ideas,
What
morals,
stops
and
me
stuff
from
like
doing
that?
that is that I'm not that big yet.
Alright.
I
So
feel
it's
that.
like, I gotta like keep the fan base. Like, let's say, like, how old are sixth graders? Like 11.
Yeah.
You got you got like an 11-year-old dude or whatever in the car with his mom. It's like, listen to this song by Young Hop. And it's like,
Yeah, there's just certain shit you
Yeah.
can't play
Hey,
with your
no,
mom.
I remember.
That's
I
what
remember
I'm
way
saying.
back when in the radio, about the fucking 92.7 would play some shit, and they play some like, mom.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I remember.
The looks and shit.
Then like the mom's like, you can't listen to them anymore. And I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck. So it's like, I can't do that yet. It's like Cardi B, she can do whatever she wants. All power to her. I don't care.
Yeah, Cardi B scaled her way up like
No,
hella
yeah,
fucking quick. I
but
feel like
She did.
man,
she got that damn fucking platform hella quick, and honestly, I don't think she's used it in a bad way.
no, she hasn't. Cause like her
Yes.
platform, like whenever something happens, she speaks on like political stuff
Mhm.
or like stuff
Right.
like that. Like,
Wasn't she
definitely-
like in the whole like suit and everything talking to a congressman?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
no,
like,
she
no,
talked
she
to
was on,
Bernie
yeah,
Sanders,
she was on Instagram
dog.
Live.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
See, my bad. I didn't know about it, but I seen the picture and
Yeah,
people
no,
making fun of her,
yeah.
but like I didn't know exactly.
But it's
what it
like
was.
people think that like because she's like a rapper, like stuff
Yeah.
like that,
She
they
don't got a
an
point of view on shit.
Well, no, or they think that like she's dumb or like lower intelligence,
that.
like
I
stuff
feel
like that.
I get it.
But it's really like not true because I mean, like you said, you listen to T Grizzly.
Mhm.
It's like you go back and you're like, oh, he was really saying that. Like you have to realize like these people have to be educated.
To communicate what the fuck they're trying to tell you.
Yeah,
okay.
think about it.
Mhm.
First person that comes to mind when it comes to that shit is like Tupac. Like this fool was like woke.
Yeah, but
He
like,
was really woke person. Like that ass.
but like people be like, oh, he's a rapper, just that. If you actually pay attention, you're like, oh wait, he's actually smart.
Like Nipsey Hussle and all them, they have plans for the future.
I'll keep it real. I like Nipsey music, some of it, not all of it. But I mess more with who he was as a person, like what he was doing for everything. You feel me? Like
who he was.
that to me is what stood out. So like when he passed away, I
marathon
was like, whoa, like damn, you know, like someone can fucking envy you that bad to the point where you're doing so much for your community and all of a sudden.
No, I know, and that's what my mom always tells me. She's like, you can't be out here beefing on the internet or whatever. I'm like, look, at the end of the day, I was like, I'm not the one with the beef. I was like, I don't care about these people. Like, they're the ones beefing with me.
They're coming at you.
Yeah, like it was like 2 weeks ago, like somebody was like prank calling me, like a whole week straight.
What?
Yeah, and it's like I don't even
What were
know
they
like
saying?
Some childish shit.
yeah, some childish shit. Like talking
I
about,
heard this one got prank called.
like you're a trash.
Hey, I remember I got
trash rapper.
Someone got prank called.
I know.
So that's not even a prank call.
Yeah,
that's just
and
like
then they're
That's just
like,
hate. That's just hate.
yeah. And they're like, oh, like I hope we catch you slipping or whatever. I'm like, dude, I hardly even live in the valley anymore. Like, I'm never here. I was like, so do whatever you want. I was like, your life. Or it's like dudes that beef with me on Twitter and they're like, when you come home, like, we can get you or whatever. And I come home, everybody knows I'm home. The tweet has the location on it.
Hey, no, deadass, he be saying like back in the valley or some shit or something, bro.
Or like, I think one time I tweeted like, back in the valley, who gonna get me or something with the location. Nothing happened. Like,
It's all
okay.
talk.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, they're kids. So you got prank called? Let's talk about that.
Shit, I got well, I mean, yeah, I wasn't talking. I just got prank called, and I remember I never answered. I never answered unknown callers, and then I forget why I answered. And I'm pretty sure I was expecting the call. I remember I was expecting the call, so it was an unknown number, but it was like 760 80 something, whatever the fuck.
I remember I kept telling him, bro, answer that shit, bro.
Yeah,
Like we knew it was fake. I was like, answer this shit.
I was like, hello. This is some bullshit. And I was like,
Some dumbass shit.
Yeah, they're like, what you can do?
yeah, some dumbass shit.
Stupid.
I remember I got pissed. I was like, I never fucking answer unknown caller because we get scammed or we get fucking dumbass fucking telemarketers giving me some fucking Viagra pills for 60.
That's a good deal, bro.
Shit, I'm all caught up. Fuck. Well, it looks like we're coming to an end and our time is up. But once again, it's episode number 9 on What's in the Box. Young Hop, thank you again for coming.
Of course,
through.
everybody make sure to stream Juiceman now, out on every platform. I mean, you know the deal. Follow me on all the socials, Instagram and Twitter, _YUNGHOP.
Yeah, and that's that. Another episode of What's in the Box. Thank you.
Hell yeah.